first found out we were expecting, we had been trying to get pregnant for over 4 years at that point. And I can't forget is that Tiff had done a pregnancy test before and it came out negative. And in that morning, she said, I'm going to try again. And I was so frustrated at that point that I just kind of said, I don't want to know about it. Don't tell me about it. And then I got a text message when I was in the office, and she sent me a picture of the pregnancy test, right?
Yeah.
And I just immediately got out of my desk and closed my door and just started crying. It was just the happiest moment of my life. And so it was truly a blessing, and it was like nothing I've ever experienced before.
We were randomly sitting at home on a Sunday watching football, and I stood up to go to the bathroom and my water broke. And so I was admitted to the hospital and stayed there for a week and a half to stop labor, get the steroids in, and then he was delivered when he was 33 weeks and 2 days.
I specifically remember them telling us that to be prepared that he wouldn't be breathing when he was born, and not to be scared about that, and just so many other complications. But he was born, and he stayed with us for about 20 minutes in the room before they took him upstairs to the NICU. So that was incredible. He was so strong and so small, so skinny. He definitely didn't look like the normal babies that you see, but it was amazing.
Through that 20 days, he just slowly progressed and was able to get one intervention after another gone, to the point where he was just there pretty much just to feed and grow. And they would give him some medication, some caffeine, to make sure he didn't have any of the spells that premature babies normally go through. Because with Finley, I didn't feel her moving very often early in my pregnancy, when most people would, because of the location of where my placenta was. And so to have this bleeding and not have that reassurance until we got to the hospital that she was okay, by being able to feel her move, really just increased my concerns and my worries. And then luckily got to the hospital and heard her heartbeat on the monitor, and it's just a big sigh of relief, when you hear that horse galloping away on the monitor. I went into the bedroom and just not knowing what to say. The only words that I could come to were, "Our worst nightmare has come true again." And like he said, I just didn't know what else to say. And so of course he was, I'm sure, kind of freaking out, because he had no clue what that meant. But to me, knowing what we had gone through once before, this time earlier, and having a child at home, it was the last thing I obviously wanted our family to have to go through again. Finley was born and crying right away once again. Got to see her face for just a couple seconds, and then they had to take her over to the warmer, make sure she was doing okay. But once again, the NICU staff were there. They did a fantastic job in trying to help us build that bond so early, because pretty soon they were going to have to take her to another floor.
It was tough, because we wanted to bring her home so bad. We wanted her brother and her to be together. In 56 days is incredibly tough to be there. I would say the same thing is everything that March of Dimes does for families like ours, and how lucky we were that both of our kids are healthy and strong. and we're able to enjoy such normal lives, as opposed to, you know, some parents who they don't take their babies home from the NICU for years, or ever at all, and just all the support that March of Dimes brings for our family and for all of those families.